I never thought that this would be the way you'd come back home.
Well, it's time now for Home and Away, our daily tribute to our men and women in uniform who have made the ultimate sacrifice in Iraq or Afghanistan for all of us. And today we're lifting up Specialist Ryan Walker. He was killed in a roadside bomb attack in Baghdad in January of 2006. And joining us on the phone today from Albany, Oregon is Ryan's brother, Stephen Walker. Stephen, thanks so much for calling in.
Well, thank you for having me.
Well, this was a hard thing for me to hear, that your brother had his bags packed. He was ready to come home, but he insisted on doing one more mission. Why?
Well, he just felt that the medics that were there to replace him just weren't ready to take his place. And Ryan also had a big sense of duty to his fellow soldiers, and he wanted to make sure that he was there for them. And so, that's why Ryan did that.
So basically, he was ready to come home, but felt that he needed to stay on the battlefield because there was still so much chaos. What was it that just changed his mind?
Well, some of his actual his soldiers were actually already headed home, and so Ryan decided, he wanted to make sure his soldiers were okay on that last mission, and felt that those medics weren't ready to replace him. And so he felt that he needed to be there for his soldiers and make sure they came home okay.
Yeah, it's just that he didn't come home okay. But I tell you, his legacy is living on. And this truck that you've got souped up in his honor, I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. Stephen, tell me about this truck and why you did this and everything on it.
Well, kind of like I built the truck for several reasons, and I bought it when Ryan was at boot camp, and he always wrote to me and asked, how's my truck running? As if my truck was actually his. He planned on buying one of his own when he came back from Iraq, but he never had that chance. And another reason I did it was because I felt the traditional memorial was not enough. I wanted to bring this memorial out for everyone to see, to give a face to a name and an insight into his life. He gave his life for this country. The least I could do for him was build a truck. And so pretty much he has two parts to his life. Essentially, he had a firefighter, and then he was also a medic in the Army. And so one side is the firefighter side, which is a picture of my dad and my brother putting out the flames on the front of the truck. It was actually like a family day, and so my dad put on the gear and helped put the fire out with my brother. And then the other side has got the medic side, where there's a medevac helicopter escorting a couple wounded soldiers who are being escorted out. And then kind of a ghostly image of my brother as a battle angel was watching over, making sure that those wounded soldiers get into the helicopter okay. And so, that's kind of what we did. And then on the back is of course, a picture of Ryan in his state and firefighter gear when he was in school. But yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, that battle angel is still up there looking over you, your family, and everybody that he's touched. Stephen, thanks so much for calling in.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate this.
You bet. It was our honor. Please log on to CNN.com/homeandaway. Tell us about your hero. We'll lift him up.
But thank you, friend, for all your freedom that we've come to know. Soldier on.